Hello, and welcome to a day in the life morning routine of a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. I wake up about between 6:30 and 7:30 every morning. This morning it was probably more around 7. And I'm greeted by my little fluff babies that want to go outside and potty. This little one's Sadie, and the big pupperoo on the bed, that's Scout. So this morning is an early morning, and my husband has already left for work. Some mornings he's still there because he doesn't have to be at work until about 9 o'clock, but this morning he had to be there at 7. So he was already gone.
Oh, good girl.
So I get up, I let the puppies out.
Let's go.
I go do their thing. And then I absolutely have to have a cup of coffee before I can do anything. So I get the coffee made. When my husband doesn't have to be at work early, he will make my coffee and bring it back to the bed for me. What a sweetheart, I know. But this morning, since he's already gone, I'm making it myself. I've got Izzy set up. She is watching a little show on the TV right now, because as soon as she hears me get up, she pops up too. But before I can function and be a nice mama, I gotta have my caffeine. So she will sit and watch her little show while I will go sip my coffee. I gotta have a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar, well, not sugar, stevia. A little bit of stevia in my coffee. I can't drink it just black. Then it's back to the bedroom. That is my prayer journal. I start every morning with a prayer of gratitude to get my day started right. I find that if I start my day with gratitude, that it helps me stay in the right mindset and that I am in a better mood for the rest of the day. So, like I said, I just write to God what I am thankful for. I am better at expressing myself through the written word rather than the spoken word. So I find that I am able to pray much better this way. Then after my journaling, I always try to read a passage from the Bible. I've been trying to read straight through lately. I've started all the way with Genesis, and now I'm on Jeremiah. It's just been a challenge for me that I've always wanted to complete, because, in Bible school, you hear the Bible stories, and I've known parts of the Bible all my life, but I have never read all the way through, and I just want to know, what's in there that I'm missing. I want to know the whole thing. And as I read, I like to highlight the scriptures that really speak to me. So this day, but blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, who confides his in him. He will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought. It never fails to bear fruit. So after my Bible studies, it's back up to the kitchen, where I have a load of clean dishes that I need to put away that I had started the night before. I just feel like I have to have everything sorted and put away before I can start cooking the next meal. So I'll get all those dishes put away first, and then I will make breakfast for myself and Izzy. And yes, that is the dirty dishes that piled up from last night after the dishwasher was started. That needs to be loaded into the dishwasher. So once I have all that sorted away, I will get started on cooking our breakfast. Izzy and I typically eat something different. She is very, very picky about what she will eat. So I usually make her some oats. I add a little bit of dark chocolate chips in there, some almond milk, and a little bit of stevia, and then I heat it for a minute in the microwave. And then once it's heated, I stir it and mix it up and get all that melted chocolate mixed in. And then I'll sprinkle some berries on top of it. And usually I will serve a banana, maybe some other fruit, maybe some yogurt with it, a little probiotic shot, something to give her some protein with that. Sometimes I even mix the Greek yogurt in with her oatmeal, but she's got where she doesn't like it like that lately. And there I am slicing some Amish bread. We have an Amish community just right down the road from us, and we love going out on Fridays and buying fresh baked bread from them. And Izzy loves the Amish bread too, so I think there I am slicing her some Amish bread to go with her oatmeal. And I typically have egg toast every morning when it's not a weekend. It's just my simple and easy go-to. Keeps me full until lunch, gives me some protein. So I will fry the egg, I'll melt some cheese on it, and then I'll either put avocados on top or some salsa, maybe some strips of bacon if I have that. And I'll have that with a side of some kind of berries. As you see, it is 8:12 already now. It has taken me about an hour for some reason this morning to get my devotional done and to get breakfast started. I guess because it took me so long to get those dishes put away this morning. I don't know. But there I am cooking the egg. And with a little bit of salsa on top of it this morning. And I'm going to put it on top of the Amish bread. Oh, and there's some Fiesta cheese. Well, it's really important that we start our mornings with a healthy and fulfilling meal, because if we don't, we get cranky, we aren't able to focus during the day, and we just need to get off to a good start. So there's my breakfast with some juice, a probiotic, and some berries. And you saw Izzy over there having her oatmeal. And after breakfast, I gotta get all the dishes cleaned up again because I cannot focus when I have a sink full of dishes. I just can't. Like, our kitchen is where we do our schoolwork, and so therefore I need it to be neat and organized before I can do any focusing whatsoever. And then I gotta wipe down all the countertops. I'm loving this Mrs. Meyer's fall scent. I think this one is the acorn spice. There's just something about a good scented cleaner that makes cleaning a little more enjoyable for me. So if it can make a hard chore more tolerable, then why not? And I bought 3 of those for $9 off of Amazon, for the whole pack, which is a really, really good price. Izzy started on her morning work. This morning she is practicing her handwriting in the grooved books. And then we have this mindfulness book that you do with a dry erase that is helping her practice her mindfulness skills. I found it at some discount store in a bin for like $1. And, being a therapist, I love anything that can help with mental health and having a good mindset. So today she is working on thankfulness and writing all the things that she is thankful for into a jar.
That is the act. Okay. Okay, I guess I would be drawing the school book.
Well, you go ahead and do that. So you know what to do. Now Mama's going to go get her workout in, okay? So after I get her set up with her morning work, I have to set the aesthetic in the room. So I light a candle and get things all cozy and smelling good, and then I go get ready for my workout. What else are you thankful for? So every day before I work out, I like to get my water prepared. I usually put in a lemon slice and then a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I chug on that while I am doing my workout. A good way to get hydrated in the morning and get some of those detox benefits from the lemon and the apple cider vinegar. are made, I roll out my mat, which Scout always thinks is just for her. So I have to fight with Scout over the mat. But I get the mat set out and get my weights and find my workout program on the TV. Get started. Favorite workout program to use is Caroline Gervon on YouTube. I have gone through all of her workout programs and started over on a couple of them. My favorites right now are the iron workouts, and right now I'm using the Christmas playlist one because it is short and it is a very busy season for us. So it's only 20 minutes and I feel like I get a very thorough full body workout in with just 20 minutes. But she also has 35, 30, 45-minute workouts. Just depends on how much you're able to do. But I feel like I have gotten the best shape of my life doing her strength training workouts. And then if I'm not doing a strength training workout, I tend to do a Pilates workout like every other day. So I'll alternate between strength training and Pilates. And then on the weekends, I'll do something just like go for a walk or walk on the treadmill, something a little more easy to let my body recover. Done with my workout, I like to put on a cozy screensaver to set the mood in the house and get it all relaxed and feeling aesthetic as you see my little lazy girls are sleeping and being lazy over there on the couch while mommy works out. And then before I go back to get ready, I like to throw my first load of laundry in the wash. I usually try to do at least one load of laundry per day, if not more, if I can fit it in. I'm constantly doing laundry, but that helps me stay on top of things instead of being one day, oh my gosh, we don't have anything to wear, we don't have any clean towels. It just keeps it low-key, not so stressful. So do a load a day, and then I try to put a load a day away. So after I get the laundry started, I then go back to the bedroom and get the bed made. I feel much more productive and focused when the beds in the house are made. Just like having the kitchen put away, I gotta have the beds made too. As OCD as me, like you just have to have things in order before you can move on and focus on anything else. I don't know if I have a little bit of ADHD or if it's just my type A personality, but I have to have things at least semi-organized and clean and put away before I can sit down and focus on anything. If you're like that, leave a comment down below. Let me know. And I like to spray the bedding down with a little bit of linen spray. I've been loving the Tyler spray. Oh my goodness, but it is so expensive. Somebody gave it to me as a gift. So it's a treat for me to get to use that. And then I have the Mrs. Meyer's pet spray that I spray on the pet. Now it's time for the shower. Favorite part of the morning. And then I put on a little makeup every day. I just need a little bit of makeup. I need to get dressed, or I just feel lazy and unproductive all day. So I treat my stay-at-home mom life like a job. I gotta get ready for it, even though it's nothing fancy. A little natural makeup. I may or may not do my hair. Today we're going somewhere, so I will do my hair instead of putting it up in a clip. But I do need to get ready every day, like I said, just so I don't feel so blah and down in the dumps. Anyone else feel that way? Like if you don't have like a little bit of makeup on or clothes on, your hair fixed, like you just feel like blah? Anyway, it always feels better when I fix myself up just a little bit. Why that is sideways, I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just still learning this filming thing. And if it's not wash day, I am definitely using my dry shampoo. So I wash my hair about every third day. I think today is the second day. So it is dry shampoo day for me. And on to my closet to pick out what I'm wearing for the day. I think I'm just running to go grocery shopping and running some errands today. So I will probably dress up a little more than I usually would. Usually it's just a sweatshirt or a t-shirt and leggings, but the days when I run errands, as you see, jeans are dressing up for me and a t-shirt. So after all that, we are hungry again and it is time for lunch. I've made Izzy a little bit of Amish toast with peanut butter, some strawberries, and some yogurt to get her some good protein in there. I will be making myself something else. Typically, every day I fix some sort of salad, some variation of salad with different proteins or different vegetables or different toppings or different dressings, but I usually always have a salad every day. It keeps it simple. It keeps me from having to think too hard about what to make for lunch, and it keeps me healthy. I feel like it helps me get all my vegetables in there. It helps me get my nutrients, and then I feel good and I feel full all day until dinner time eating a salad. Today I'm making a salad with chopped up chicken deli meat on top of some kale. And then I will chop up some tomatoes, some cucumbers, typically red onions, Kamado olives, and either Parmesan or feta cheese. Today I think I'm doing Parmesan. And I always make my own salad dressing too, to cut out all that added sugar and artificial ingredients. And I usually mix up olive oil with some red wine vinegar and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And then I add some oregano and salt and pepper and whisk it together. And it makes the best Greek salad dressing. Sometimes I might make up a lemon vinaigrette or use like an Asian sesame dressing, but most of the time I love making that Greek dressing. I'm always curious about other people's routines and go-tos and how they simplify their life. And this is just one way that I simplify mine, by having the same variation of something for breakfast and for lunch. And so that way, the only thing I have to think about is what's for dinner. And I usually plan that out on Sundays. going through Pinterest and writing down some recipes I want to try and writing my grocery list. And that way, all week, I know what I'm having for dinner and I don't really have to think about it either. So just one of those little brain power saving tips. So once lunch is ready, I'll typically have a glass of green tea. The Arizona Diet green tea is so good. I'll have a glass of the ginseng honey or the blueberry every single day with my salad. So we'll sit at the bar and eat lunch together and maybe read, or I'll let her play on her tablet while I read a book and just relax a little bit before we get started on the hard stuff. So after lunch, I will take a brief little break outside just to get some fresh air and sunshine and calm my nerves and find a sense of peace before I get started with Izzy's lessons. It's back into the kitchen and wiping down the counters because, like I said, I gotta have everything neat and put away before I can sit down and concentrate. So we'll get that cleaned up and then head back to Izzy's room to help her get dressed for the day. Up until lunch, I let her hang out in pajamas if we don't have anywhere to go because she's just probably gonna get something on. So we wait till after lunch to get dressed. Then we clear off the table and I set all of our school stuff out to get started with for the day. Today it's going to be just reading and math because it is a short day. It's a Monday and we have errands to run on Mondays. So we just do our core subjects. So it is now 12:10 and we are about to start our lessons for the day. We've got most of the housework out of the way. She's got a little bit of playtime. And now we're ready to settle down and focus. Neither her nor I can sit down and focus first thing in the morning. I gotta get my workout in, I gotta get myself together, get my house together. And she has all her play ideas that she needs to get out of her system before we can move forward with focusing on what we need to focus on. So this schedule works for us. I know a lot of homeschoolers, first thing in the morning, they sit down with their morning baskets and then they do their academics and then they're done by noon. We can't do that. In homeschooling, you do what works for you. And for us, our rhythm looks a little different. We get everything out of the way first, and then we do our school. And today, it's going to be just math and reading. She did some handwriting work this morning in her mindfulness. But for today, we have to go grocery shopping. It is Monday. So on grocery shopping days, we cut the lessons down to just the bare minimum, which to me is, your reading, writing, and arithmetic. Those are the most important at this age. So we are going to get that in today. The rest of the week, we will go back to doing our reading and math and also our electives. And that takes about a good 2.5 hour stretch. Today, I think we're going to be able to get our reading and our math in within an hour and get to the grocery store and get home and get that all put away before dinner time. That's my goal. So, like I said, every homeschooler's routine looks different, and this is ours. So, you do what works for you. And for us in this season of life, this is what works. So that is our morning. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned, like and subscribe if you want to see some more day in the life homeschooler content. I show our daily life. We do homeschooling vlogs. I throw in a little cooking and lifestyle in there. But this is us. And, I love watching other homeschoolers and how they organize their day and how they do their routines and what they're learning and what their life looks like. That's been very helpful to me to try to figure out my own rhythm. So hopefully what I've shown you today can, inspire you, give you some ideas what you want your own homeschool life to look like, or if you're trying to make that decision to homeschool, if it's right for you, how you would fit it into your life. So if you enjoy watching homeschool content, day in the life vlogs, lifestyle videos, I shall be posting more soon. So like and subscribe, ding that bell so you can be notified when I post again. And thank you for joining me today. Y'all have a good one. Bye.